If I'm looking under here, we are. So we're ready to hit the road running. First thing we're going to do is for our paperclip is we're going to think about the paperclip. And luckily for you, I've done all the scientific calculations. It took me about 3.5 years to accomplish this final design. But I think we're going to hit the road running with this guy. So first thing we're going to do is we got to position it so we're looking directly at our paperclip with the command line and the starting point origin. So first thing we're going to do here is we're going to come here and we're going to turn on our origin point. Holy schmoly, look at that. We are making some progress, and it's going to be looking like we're looking down from the top. So we're going to go right here, and then I'm going to say, let's create a new sketch. So we got the new sketch, and then there we are. We're looking at it very perfectly like making a pizza. But we're not making a pizza, we're making a paperclip. Yep, forgot what we're making for a second there. I'm telling you, put 3.5 years in designing something, you start getting a little crazy. But with the line command, we are going to start at the origin point. So here's my origin point right here, and I'm going to click right there. I'm going to bring my line up, and what I really want to make sure of is that this is at 90 degrees. And I'm actually going to bring this line up right here. I'm going to go vertical 16.25, and then I'm going to push enter. Oh, look at that! It's just so gorgeous. And now I'm going to do a little space bar. It'll put me in the last command I had. And I'm going to click right there. I'm going to bring this guy over. Make sure I'm keeping it at a 90. Actually, 0 would be on this one. But that one's going to come over 7.5. And boom, look at that. It's like we're cooking with Spam. All right, so then we're going to go right here. I'm going to bring this one down. Now, this one took me only about a year to get this final measurement coming down here. But after multiple studies have proven that the perfect length of a paperclip is going to be 26.25. So I can put that scientific measurement in here. All right, and it's coming down. Everything looks great. I can push enter. Oh, yeah, doggy. All right, so now all we got to do is push space bar here and click right there, and I'm going to bring her over. And to keep things interesting, we're just going to keep this one at 6.5. Boom, just like that. All your dreams come true. All right, so we're almost there. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to bring her up on this particular one. It's coming up 19.25. I can zoom in here a little bit so it's not so hard on your eyes for you. So I'm going to go here with my spacebar command. I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to bring this guy up 90 degrees, and it's going to be that 19.25. 19.25er. And then I can push enter. I got somebody showing me a weld here that needs a little bit more work. Yep, that one pretty much looks like a dog came and took a little juice on your piece of metal. All right, give it another try.
Landon needs your help.
All right, so then what I need to do here is I came up 19.25 is I need to push my space bar. Sorry, I had a welding class going on, and they're telling me to critique their welds. All right, so then we're going to go over here. Now, this is a tricky one. This one, NASA, I had to actually contact NASA individually and ask them a favor to help me out with this measurement, which is 5.5. And just like that, we make history. So I'll make that right there. And you guys are lucky because I can just give that measurement to you. I had to go through top secret clearance to get that in the past, but now we're good. All right, you're welcome. All right, so then what we're going to do is we're going to go down here, and I'm at 90, and my downward angle is going to be that 9.25er. 9.25er. Boom. And then we have the outline of our paperclip. Now, if we go over here, you're going to see a red little lock over here. What that means is that this is fully constrained. Uh-oh. I need to go and plug this in, so I will return here shortly. All right, got the computer plugged back in. Be sure that perpendicular constraints are in place. Black lines, not blue, indicate that the lines are fully constrained and dimensioned. So they are moved. They will not move unless you update or move them. All right, so then we're going to go here. We need to look, we got to make sure we got the red icon. We got the red icon there. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to change our lines right here to construction lines. These are not essential for our sweep path, but have allowed us to keep the drawing without the need to select line commands every time. Hey, I need to tell my audience to keep it down. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to come back over here, and I'm going to select my lines and hold down Shift. And there and there. I'm going to go line type. I'm going to change my line type here to construction lines. Then I can go finish sketch, and I can come over here. And I'm actually going to label this one here sweep path. It's a good idea to keep you keep labeling your stuff so that you kind of keep things organized, especially as you start getting deeper. We start doing bigger and better projects. So we have that right there. We have, why didn't it stay there? So we gotta try here. Sweep path. Back it up. All right, so now we have sweep path. Then what our next step is going to be doing is we are going to do, all right, so with those three lines we recognized, they will turn dashed when they are construction lines. The dimension line can be moved to make these drawings make more sense. So what you can do here is we can, when we are in, before I said finish, is we can go back and we can actually move our dimension lines to get them out of the place if we want. We just got to click on them and move them. All right, so then what we're going to do here is we need to make an arch. So, all right, to help things make sense, I went back here and I went back in our timeline here. And what I can do here, what I'm saying is you can actually take these and you can kind of move these to make more sense if you choose to. So if I want to move this one kind of out a little bit, one sec here. So we have these lines here. So now what we can do here is, since we have our construction lines, is we are now going to go into our arc command. So I can go here, I can go create an arc, and we're going to do a tangent arc. And what I can do is come from this point right here and right here. And then what I can do is I do the same thing right down here. And I can go from there. And I can go right down here. And then I can go right over here. Now make sure you see that there's a little blue box around. That means I'm hitting those points exactly how I need to. So then my next thing I need to do here is we need to repeat this process what we just did here for all three of these arcs right here. All right, so we're going to take the time, and we renamed our sketch already, and then we're going to quick. All right, so we did that. You got to double click in order to change the path right there. And now we can go and we can finish our sketch. So I'm going to say finish sketch. And there we go. So I'm going to hit the whole little home icon right up here in the right here. And now we have it there. From here, we're going to draw the profile for the entire sketch to follow. This will be where will be the circle, as the paperclip is a piece of round metal tubing. So we got to make that round profile, and then we're going to take that and we're going to sweep it around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this front face right here. I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to right click. And I'm going to say create sketch. Now what this is going to do is give me that side profile here. So from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the circle command, and I'm going to choose the origin point right here in the center. Once I have the center origin point, that circle is going to be 0.75. All right, so we have that 0.475. And this is generally the thickness of a paperclip is between 0.5 and 1 millimeter, but we're going to kind of meet somewhere in the middle, and we're going to go 0.75. Our next step here is we are going to turn off the origin point. So we're going to go here and we're going to turn off our origin point. And now it is time to change the sketch profile here. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to go finish sketch. And we got that, and I'm going to change this right here. I'm going to double click on that, and I'm going to name this sweep profile. All right, so we got my sweep profile. This helps us keep everything organized. Now our last step where all the magic happens is we're going to go into our sweep command. So we're going to go in here and I'm going to go sweep. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select my profile. So we want to sweep this guy right here. And we want to select the path. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select our path, which is that. And boom, right around it goes. Now what I can also do is I can come in here and grab this little arrow here and bring this guy forward even more if I wanted to. But you have just accomplished the paperclip. Good work, guys. There we go.